So today we are day 150. Oh no. I have things in my teeth. I need to check before I... one more. Good time. It's everywhere. Anyways. Hi. So today was a chill day. I finally didn't have such a crazy busy day, and it was really interesting because it was almost like I had to mentally tell my body okay, it's time to slow down. You don't need to go. Because after I finished starting errands, then I was just it was almost like I was felt like I needed to do something even though there was nothing to do. And so that's when I was okay, reel myself back in, napped, chilled, and then just finished eating food, which was really, really yummy. I made burger patties. So I bought this amazing grass-fed, natural, hormone-free mincemeat, and it's from a farm out in says Hopscott Farms, and so they're out in the Okanagan Valley, I believe. So it is all local, BC local, and that is something that I am going to one of my intentions for the second half of 2016. 2016, why did I say 2016? Second half of 2022. Second half of 2022, my goal is that I want to start being a little bit more mindful of what I'm eating. I don't like diets, because to me, when somebody says don't eat something, then I just resist, and it's kind of this big wall that comes up, and I'm like, no, what do you mean I can't eat this? And my inner child just kind of throws a little bit of a bitterness around it. So I figured I'm going to do this how this feels right for me. And so conscious eating is what I'm going to call it, but also Julie's way of eating, because I do love food and I love cooking all sorts of food. And for me, being in the kitchen is really important. And so to tell me that I need to eliminate or restrict certain foods or certain things, I don't like. One thing for sure, there are certain things that which are not a big deal that I am eliminating, are seed oils, hands down. Seed oils, canola, sunflower, all that crap. I'm just sticking to olive oil right now and butter. And then I might invest in coconut and avocado in the future. But right now, olive oil and butter are doing the trick. It is perfect. And so being mindful about that. Also being mindful of my meat and my fish. So I know there's a few people that follow me here that are vegan, and I respect your choices, but I always have been eating meat and fish, and I tried a little bit of a vegetarian diet here and there by eliminating some of it, and for me, it didn't feel right. So I'm going back to it fully, but mindfully. So I'm supporting locals. There is a fish store here in Tofino that I'm going to go in tomorrow, and I'm going to go grab some fish, and I'm really excited to start this. There are some BC farms, and this is where I'm going to start getting my meat and my cheese from there. And really start focusing more on that. And so getting those beef patties, that grass-fed beef, was super yummy, and I'm going to try basically to eliminate getting the meat from the grocery store, and just and the fish from the grocery store too, and just getting everything locally sourced as much as I can. And then we'll see how it goes. In terms of and so the only elimination I'm doing is the seed oils, but other than that, I'm going to focus on getting those kind of grass-fed, locally sourced. No, they're all good. Same thing with eggs. I'm going to do the same thing with eggs and chicken. And then we'll see where it takes me. I do love, I have a weakness for bread. And so that to me is okay, how can I reduce that versus like eliminate it, because I do love bread. I do love bagels. There's this like croissant bread that is at the grocery store that's like with cinnamon, and it's just like that with butter. It's like heaven on earth. So anyways, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to see where it leads me, see what happens. But I just want to be more conscious of my eating, more knowing what I'm eating. Thing is, because I make all my recipes, I always know what I put in my meals, no matter what. I make my sauces from scratch. Like, you will never see me buy, like, for the longest time, I've never, not I want to say never, but like for at least the past 4 or 5 years, like, I don't buy store-bought dressing. I will make my own dressing, and I will put what's in it. I do love sauces, and I make a lot of sauces. I like creating tons of fun, different mayonnaise and just experimenting with that, because I just love flavors. I love like different flavors. I love the sweet, the salty, the spicy, and like just mix, mish and mash of all of that. I like when I eat something that I'm like, like all sorts of things happening, and it's fun for me. And this is how like I explore my cooking and how I have fun with it. I am gonna like see if I can dabble into some organ meats. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm gonna start looking up some recipes. I think that one thing that makes me a little bit nervous with the organ meats is I think it's more the texture than anything. Texture and like, making sure that I cook it well. So yeah, I'm gonna see what happens. I've been kind of like going down this other rabbit hole of food, and it's been very interesting what has been coming to surface. So I want to share that with you. That's where I'm at. That's like one of my intentions for the remainder of 2022. Gonna see where it leads me, where it takes me. I'm only doing it for me and my body, and that's it. Like, just to be a little bit more conscious in what I'm putting in my body. Like, I've done it, like, I guess I've always done it in baby steps. Like, initially it started with like, everything I make, I know what I put in it, like all my sauces, all my dressings, all that. Everything I cook, I know what's exactly in it. Even if I do put sugar, I know how much sugar I put, for example. But I barely use sugar. Like, the only sugar I'll use is brown sugar, like here and there, and that's usually on like Asian dishes. But other than that, I barely use sugar in my like meals. And then kind of see where it takes me and where it leads me. And so this is like another step of like more like being conscious of what I'm eating, but now I'm like kind of focusing on where's my food coming from. And I'm gonna start with the meat and the fish first before moving towards the vegetables and the fruit. So start there, and then we'll see where that goes, and then get more conscious about the vegetables and fruit and the nuts as well. I do want to get more conscious about that, where that is coming from, and try and eat as local as possible, as much as I can. But I am a sucker for avocados, so that's a tricky one. So we'll see, because I also, like I said, I like eating a variety of things, and I personally don't like eliminating. I don't like putting myself in a box. I don't like the diet culture. Like, it's not my cup of tea at all. And I don't like counting calories. I never did. I think I only did it once for 3 months, and I found it so limiting and so restricting that it was just not fun. And so yeah, I find just being more conscious of what I'm putting in and knowing what I'm putting in. Even if I do have junk food, I know what I'm putting in. I know I have a choice, and I always have a choice with what's going in my body. Yeah, just want to talk to you about that and what my 2022 intentions are. So if you like this video, like, share, comment, and I will speak to you all tomorrow, day 151, actually.